Despite our ongoing good form in the Europa League, the board are starting to get a little bit twitchy about the fact that we're still not doing particularly well in the league. This might still not have a happy ending. Hello and welcome to Club 5, Part 7 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we are away against top of the table Dortmund, and then also away against Leicester in the second leg of our Europa League second knockout round tie. Things have been going well. We've only played the 2 games since you were last with me. We drew at home to Bayern, that's got to be seen as a good result, and then beat Leicester 2-0 at home in the first leg of our Europa League game. Liam Thorne scoring a very handy goal in that game. So the Bundesliga currently looks like this. I mean, I'm looking at that. In fact, before we see that, I think form is slowly starting to turn around. But the board have just noticed where we are in the league, and the fact that we've now got to play Dortmund doesn't really help. We're not in a relegation battle, I hope. I'm reliably informed that 16th place is a relegation playoff. If it came to it, I think we'd win that, but I think I'd be sacked before it happened. We need to start stringing a few results together and getting up. I think we'll be safe from the sack if we get to like 10th, 11th, that kind of position. But we've got to play Dortmund, and then we play Mainz. Mainz, that's a game we've got to win. Then we're playing Hertha Berlin, another tricky game. Cologne is another one we've got to win. And then Frankfurt. I think we need 3 wins from our next 5 games to get the board off my back. They're not threatening me with the sack yet, but my job security is insecure. They feel I should be performing slightly better, and they want to see me scoring more set pieces. It is the Europa League that's keeping me in my job at the moment, I think. And that Leicester game becomes super important, not just because we want to set up the game against Fulham, but because we want to not get sacked. But let's go play Dortmund. You never know, we might pull off a miracle result here. If we can pick up a win away against Dortmund, then obviously I'm going to be absolutely fine, because that means we are fully in that turnaround phase. But I think it's a bit of a tall order, especially because we're starting to accumulate a few injuries and suspensions again. It's been the theme of our season, really. I think it's the problem that we've got quite an ageing squad. Some of our better players have been here a long time. The likes of Ito, just fitness is a big issue for him. Janjicic is now injured. He's going to be out for 2 or 3 weeks, so he's going to miss most of that run of games we were just talking about. Van Emmerich is still injured. I don't even know where Van der Berg is. Can anyone see him? Oh, there he is. He's all the way down here. He's just recovering from an injury. Couldn't see him because his font got too small. I couldn't find him, but he's been injured. We're struggling a little bit to keep players fit, and we still don't have a left winger when Ito's not available, which is something I probably could have addressed in January. Although Vital, we've seen him do well there. The only problem is, without having Janjicic, we need Vital in the middle. It's complicated. So we've got Mayer in goal, a back four of Friedel, Zagadou, Schuster and Hadrovic, with Mori back in the team as our half-back again. Vital and Pineda are our midfield, with Lang, Thorne and Adley up front. Liam Thorne is sticking true to the player he was when we had him at Fulham, and he is a world beater in the Europa League, but hasn't really turned it on in the Bundesliga yet. He had changed his ways back at Fulham. He was scoring a goal every other game in the Premier League for Fulham this season before we snapped him up, but he's not scoring consistently in the Bundesliga yet, and that's something we've got to hope that he starts doing at some point. Right, good luck. Go pull off an upset. I'm not expecting a result out of this. Like I said, 3 wins from the next 5 games, and this is one we're absolutely budgeting to lose. We don't need to worry if we lose this game. It would be nice to put up a fight the way we did against Bayern. That 0-0 draw against Bayern, great result. If we can do something similar against Dortmund, it's another sign of a recovery happening, which, although it might not help league position and get the board off my back, it allows us to see that we're making improvements and that if we get time, we will be fine. But, yeah, don't want to lose, because then I psychologically I don't want to lose. Intellectually, I know it's not a problem, but Oh, let's just go beat them. Let's have a Liam Thorne hat-trick, beat Dortmund, everyone's happy, and we go on to win the league. Is there still enough time for us to win the Bundesliga this season? I think there probably is. Right, Friedel. Cross comes in towards Thorne, and Thorne hits the outside of the post. It was close. It was very close. Come on, Liam. That's the sort of goal threat that we want from you in the league. He's, oh my word, we're on 36% possession. We're a team that are typically used to having 55, 60% possession, even against better opposition, coming away from home and just not... We're trying to keep the ball. We're still playing a possession tactic. That shows just how much better than us Dortmund are, that with us trying to keep the ball, we still can't get above 40% possession, and they're just dominating things. We've done well not to concede a goal in that first half, and I think we actually had the best chance through Liam Thorne as well. So let's stay calm and... let's say that then. Let's calmly say, remember we lost last time. Still want to stay calm, don't want to put any pressure on. What I don't want to do is have the players be down if we lose. I want them to be expecting to lose. So if we manage to pick up a draw or a win, they see that as a positive. But I don't want any negative effects of a defeat going into the game against Leicester, which is a massive game, because 2-0 up after the first leg at home, it's a nice situation to be in, but it's obviously only half the job done, and Leicester are a team who could easily score a couple of goals against us at their place and make things very difficult for us. Right, I've not got anyone who can come on for Vital. The only player I'd put up there for Lang would be Vital. I don't have anyone to come on for him either. I'm struggling for players to bring off the bench, but I need to make some changes because I'm Kev and that's what I do. But there is no one I can bring on. We've got Chapman. Can Chapman play on the left wing? He's going to have to. He's going to have to go out there. Oh, no. See, that's the sort of stupid thing that I do and then lose the game. Let's bring Douglas Santos on that left-hand side as a winger. It's not ideal. I mean, we could potentially drop him back there where he's a little bit more comfortable and do that. But we've got no one to come on for Vital. We could bring Shane Duffy on and stick Mori up into the midfield, but that's stupid. We're just going to have to just make the one change and like it. I don't like it. I don't like it even a little bit. But maybe Douglas Santos comes on as a game changer and I'm seen as a genius. He's nervous. Brilliant. You can hear me talking about him potentially being a game changer and me being a genius. Right, why am I back on this screen again? We've already established there's nothing I can really do. Let's bring Chaton on for Adley. I don't want to bring Stein on for Thorne. I want to keep Liam Thorne on the pitch. Even if he's not being particularly threatening, he's a 6'5" player who, if we get a corner, might just nod it in. Douglas Santos is now injured. I mean, it's great bringing him on, weren't it? So I guess Stein comes on and goes back up there. And now we end up with someone out of position just there anyway. Perfect. Now we've just got to hold on for 5 minutes and hope that Dortmund... I mean, this is a cracking result. We've done incredibly well here. We've ground out a draw without being able to keep the ball, without having a shot on target in the entire game. We've not played particularly well. But we have managed to grind out a result. So, well done, gentlemen. Go do the same thing against Leicester, and things are starting to look up. We're not as useless as we once were. Yikes. All of these Europa League games have blinded me a little bit to the fact that this has happened. We've not won for 7 games. 5 of our last 7 league games have been 0-0 draws. We've scored 2 goals in 7 games, and we lost that match. What a boring team we've become. Yikes. Well, in light of the fact that we must win this game, we've been able to make some important changes, which is handy. So Vandenberg comes back in. He's fit enough to play, ish. I mean, he's fit enough to play. Adley comes into central midfield because Pineda's not registered for the Europa League, so Adley drops back from the wing to central midfield. Chaton comes in on the right-hand side of midfield. Ito also fit-ish enough to play on that left-hand side, and Van Emmerich fit enough to sit on the bench as well. So we've got a few of our important players back. I think it will be very, very harsh if I get sacked if we lose this game. But the media seems to think it's relatively likely, so let's not lose it. This is a great opportunity to show a critic. Yeah, should we be passionate? Come on, lads. Let's pull together. I'm a good German speaker now, apparently, according to my profile. So I can now give an inspirational German team talk. We've got a bunch of players here now who I'm on the favoured personnel list for. So I've got players who are surely going to want to win for me. Our team spirit is good, even in light of the fact we're not meeting season expectations. Dynamics is still looking fine. I've not lost the dressing room. So hopefully, in my hour of need, doing a passionate, inspirational team talk will lead us to victory and that showdown with Fulham, which is what we all want. Hadrovic tries to cross. It ends up falling to Adley, who finds Ito to Vital, out to Friedel, who's got loads of space, and Thorne in the middle. Cross comes into Chapman, and it hits the outside of the post. We're hitting the post too often. I'd like it if we started scoring goals rather than hitting the post. It's been so long. Friedel now to Vital. Adley, back to Vital. Thorne is hovering somewhere over here. Ito again on the left-hand side to Adley. And Friedel again has lots of space to cross. Cross goes over to Thorne. And there's Liam Thorne. He can score in the Europa League. He's just afraid of the Bundesliga, it seems. But he puts us 1-0 up. And that goal is massive. That could be one of the most pivotal points of non-league to legend this year. Because not only did it put us 3-0 up on aggregate, it's also that all-important away goal. Leicester now need to score 4 times, which, I mean, it's not outside the realms of possibility. But, you know, we're in quite a strong position here. And it's Liam Thorne who's put us there, who was outstanding in the first leg and has grabbed us a goal in the second leg as well. We just need to find a way to get him to play like this in the league. Because in Europe, he did it against Basel. He's doing it again against Leicester. And we saw him do it against everybody with Fulham last year, plus scoring in the Premier League for Fulham the first half of this season. He is a top striker. He's just not yet doing it in the Bundesliga. His time will come, though. Forces a save out the Leicester keeper. We've got a corner just before half-time. A goal here would be delicious. And it falls to Schuster, and it's cleared. We go in 1-0 up at half-time. And we've got to be feeling good. We also need to be keeping an eye on what Fulham are up to, because obviously that's relevant. Although it doesn't seem Fulham must be playing on a different night. That's a bit of a shame. But what are we going to do? We're going to keep it passionate. I am pleased. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everyone's happy. Everyone's buzzing. Let's just not mess this up. We've taken 1,600 fans all the way over to Leicester from Hamburg. Hopefully we're making a lot of noise, because this is, like I say, it's a pivotal moment in the whole save, hopefully. This is the point where we go on to have a successful career at Hamburg. We could have got sacked, but no, we managed to, in our hour of need, we've managed to keep ourselves in a... They'll still fire me after the game, after this speech. I know it's coming. Yeah, Kev, that was all well and good, but you're still doing rubbish in the league. We just drew against Bayern and Dortmund in our last 2 games. We're not doing that badly. Doesn't matter. You're fired. Right, we're going to bring on Yuki Mori. I'm doing tactics. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to do this. We want to just finish off the game, really. Can either of them do that? I want to do a Segundo Volante one day, but apparently today's not that day. So we want him doing that. Him doing that, and then he can do just do that, I guess. That might be a bad idea, but to me it seems like a good idea. And we need to keep an eye on Ito. Ito is broken. Let's bring Van Emmerich on for Ito. 20 minutes to go, and we're just trying to secure things. I really hope I've not just invited them back into the game. To me, it seems sensible to do what I've just done, and I've ruined it, haven't I? I've broken it. Imagine this is what I get sacked for. Trying to make a sensible tactical decision. I've made a career out of never doing the right thing. I try and do the right thing, and within 10 seconds, I'm punished for it. And it could be a job-ending punishment. That'd be hideous if I lost my job for this. Right, We'll give it a couple of minutes, and if it really looks like we're under the... Oh my God. We can't even change it back now because we're down to 10 men. and it's our best defender who's gone off. I feel like it's all slipping through my fingers. That's been the worst 3 minutes of football we could have possibly had. I don't know what to do. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Come on, Shane. On you come. Can you come back here? No. We'll just do that then. Who needs a midfield? Hopefully that flat back six will just... Remember, Leicester need to score 3 more times in 15 minutes, and we're playing a flat back six. We should still be okay. Right, Hadrovic is very far forward at fullback. Finds Adley. Adley just needs to stick it onto the head of Liam Thorne. Not run into their player and fall over. Both of our holding midfielders are closing down the same player and missing out. But wowzers! If only Thorne had been alive to that, that would have been that. It would have been done. Wouldn't it be interesting if we conceded again? I lost the match, got sacked, but still got through to the next round. I want to go back and check the wording of that pre-match comment that we got. If we lose this game, regardless, say we lose 2-1, 3-1, still go through, am I still getting fired? Imagine getting sacked when you're still in Europe. That would be monstrous. Right, Hadrovic to Thorne, and I mean, we've held on. In the end, the 3 minutes weren't ideal, but I think we have actually just shut the game down and done quite well tactically in the end. Friedel to Van Emmerik. Van Emmerik across to Adley, who's got Hadrovic on the overlap. Hadrovic is shattered and can't get there, but it doesn't matter because that should be that. It is. We are through to the next round. Hopefully I'm not going to get fired for not winning the match. In fact, yeah, let's do the second half was trash. What were you thinking? But fingers crossed I'm not going to get fired. And now we can have the draw for the next round, which hopefully Fulham are in. Here we go then, Europa League quarter-final draw, and Fulham are not in it. Fulham got knocked out. So, everyone who said that I was wrong to leave Fulham and it was a step down to come to Hamburg, officially at the bigger and better club now, because I'm still in Europe. Fulham aren't. They've had a bit of a turnaround and gone back up to 7th in the league. So they're in typical Fulham position again. Got knocked out by Porto. So I guess we now want Porto so we can avenge our former club. But there you go. We lasted deeper into Europe than Fulham did. Kev was right all along. Victory for me. Huzzah. Let's draw the teams. I mean, there's no easy games left in this competition now. We're getting knocked out in the next round regardless. Let's just see who's going to knock us out, though. It is Porto. We have the opportunity to avenge Fulham and knock out the team that just knocked them out. This is going to be the true test of whether I was right or wrong to leave. We know we've got a weaker team than we had at Fulham, but have we got more character? Can we find a way to force our way past Porto? Will I still be in a job by the time it happens? We're going to do the same thing we've done the last couple of episodes. We'll do the second leg and the match before in the league in the episode. So it'll be Cologne and Porto on Monday. And fingers crossed, I won't be fired before then. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.